Hi everyone! Module 4, Lesson 8 homework. And the objective is to identify and measure angles as turns and recognize them in various contexts. Now we did some activities in class where we turned right, we turned left, we turned right and then left, left and right. So we did a lot of activities to practice this, but you may have to actually move the paper or draw something to help you on a scrap piece of paper, which we also did that. So remember to use your problem set because it's almost the same as the homework, and you only have to do the problems that are circled, but this video will show the entire homework. So Jill, Cheyenne, and Barb stood in the middle of the yard, so they're right here, and faced the barn. So this is where they're starting. Jill turned 90 degrees to the right. So a 90-degree angle is a right angle. So this is 90 degrees. So she would be facing the house. So we're back here. Cheyenne turned 180 degrees to the left. So 90, 180. So she's facing the fence. Back to the middle. Barb turned 270 degrees to the left. So 90, 180, 270, and that's the house. Now you do have a reference sheet that has 0, 90, 180, 270, but you have to know where you're starting to use those, okay? Allison looked at the clock at the beginning of the class and at the end of the class. How many degrees did the minute hand turn from the beginning of the class until the end? So the minute hand is the longer hand because minute is longer than hour. So minute is longer. So it started here, that's 11 o'clock. And how many degrees does it turn for an entire hour? Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, an hour because it's changed from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So that's a full circle. So the minute hand turned 360 degrees because the minute hand turned a whole hour or the whole clock. The clock is a circle and a circle is 360 degrees because it's from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So a whole hour is a whole clock, 60 degrees, or 60 minutes, sorry, which is an entire circle, and an entire circle is 360 degrees. The snowboarder went off a jump and did a 180. In which direction was the snowboarder facing when he landed, and how do you know? Well, if you drew a circle, 180 degrees is a half of a circle. So whatever direction he landed, he was facing in the opposite direction. I know this because a full circle is 360 degrees. Therefore, a half of a circle is 180 degrees. If you turn a half turn, then you're facing in the opposite direction, no matter which way you turn. Okay, number 4, as she drove down the icy road, Mrs. Campbell slammed on her brakes and her car did a 360. Explain what happened. Well, Mrs. Campbell's car did a complete turn because a circle is 360 degrees and Mrs. Campbell started at 0 and then did a full turn of 360 degrees. If you do a full turn, you do a 360. Number 5, Jonah turned the knob of the stove 2 quarter turns. So 290 degrees and 90 plus 90 is 180. So draw a picture showing the position of the knob after he turned. And again, it doesn't matter because if you go 180 degrees in this direction, it's here. If you go 180 degrees in this direction, it's here because it's half of the circle. So if you cut the circle in half, you'll be facing this way. 6. Betsy used her scissors. Now this was tricky because I had to do this a few times. Use your scissors to cut out a coupon from the newspaper. How many total quarter turns will she need to rotate the paper in order to cut out the entire coupon? Now, you can redraw this coupon on a piece of scrap paper and actually cut it out and know how many quarter turns. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. She has to make 4 quarter turns to cut out the entire coupon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many quarter turns does the picture need to be rotated in order for it to be upright? So here's his face. 1, his face is here. 2, his face is here. Right? Because, as we know, we face the opposite direction. So a picture needs to be rotated 2 quarter turns. A quarter turn is 90 degrees, and 2 quarter turns is 180 degrees, or a half turn. And you face in the opposite direction. David faced north, so that's blue. He turned 180 degrees to the right, so that's purple, and then 270 degrees to the left. So this is where I got tripped up. 190, 180, 270, right? So he's here, and then 180 degrees is here, but then 90, 180, 270, so he's facing west. So great job.